Welcome back to Tahoe tonight at the Horizon Casino Resort, the Illusion Fusion Show, Tahoe's must-see attraction. If you're in town, go check out Alex Ramon and Megan Doyle in Illusion Fusion. They are here in the studio with us. Welcome to the show.
Hey, well, thank you for having us.
My favorite interview ever. You're so much fun, and you're entertainers, and that's what the show is all about.
Absolutely.
I was at the show this weekend.
Yeah.
Sold out. All your shows sold out, and you had people begging to buy tickets, and we had to turn people away.
Yeah, I had to turn people away because there's a thing called the fire code, and
we could stack people if we
get
could.
In trouble. Yeah. So we don't want to do that. But yeah, it was a blast. The audiences were great.
Yeah.
They were reacting very well, and of course it was the holiday weekend, and you know, people came in and sold out, stood up after the show, so we're very blessed to have some standing ovations.
Standing ovations are always great.
Yeah.
As an entertainer, that must be the ultimate compliment. I mean, applause is great. You probably feed off of that. But when people get on their feet, that is a true, really a thank you.
It really is, and it's quite humbling. It's quite humbling to see that, because you know, the two of us work together and we work on the show. We do the show every night, and you know, we're always putting our energy and our effort out there, and to see people recognize it, it's not only gratifying, but it's also emotional too, because it takes out of you, because it's a release going, wow, they enjoy the show so much.
Good.
And it's, you know, and it really does, not only does the applaud validate, but when they do stand up, it even more so.
Well,
it's great.
The word is out, and it's everywhere, and you guys started what was supposed to have been just a couple months, is now extended through 2012, most likely into 2013, and so we're so fortunate to have you as a member of our community now.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's exactly what we're trying to do, is get people to talk about the magic show and make Illusion Fusion, the magic show, a staple of Lake Tahoe, where anybody who comes up to Lake Tahoe and visits the lake,
you got to see it.
They just, one of the things they say is like, okay, go on the lake or go ski or whatever it is, whatever the season is, but you say, oh, you have to see the magic show.
Right.
And it becomes a destination point here in Lake Tahoe.
Well, your stuff is so unique, and for those of people who haven't seen it, it is not your traditional magic show. You're doing things that no one else in the country, perhaps the world, are doing. And because you go in with a skeptical attitude, and you're coming out there going, there's no way that I just saw that. It's magic. It really is.
Yeah.
Your illusion with the 3 rings is my favorite in the show.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I borrow 3 rings from members of our audience, and it can be any ring, and I borrow them from whether it's a woman, a man, and I ask for their trust, and I say, I promise I will not do any harm to your rings, and once they give them to me, I do a very great illusion where I actually link them together, their own rings.
From the audience.
From the audience.
And you let people hang on to them. It freaks me out every time you do it.
Well, I've had
I'm just getting chills.
I've had women after the show come up to me and say, I'm really freaked out. I mean, I'm really freaked out. You know, and I was like, you know, it was an illusion. And they go, well, I don't understand. I go, you're not supposed to understand. It's an illusion, magic. And please let other people know about the show. And then they do, and they go home and they showing everybody around the casino.
Yeah.
Go, look, he did this thing with my ring, and it's great.
You got to see the show. You got to see Illusion Fusion, and you have new stuff coming up for summer. So even if you've seen the show, there's new things happening all the time, and new illusions, and it's just an amazing show.
We've been in rehearsals for probably just about 2 months, almost 2 months, and that was just with, you know, all the crew together rehearsing. So this was worked on prior to that. So it takes a lot of time to add it into the show. But after a few months, we put it in and see if the audience likes it, and I know they will. This one is a brand new illusion, and they're going to be really.
More information, go to ticketfly.com for tickets or Horizon Casino Resort. You're watching Tahoe Tonight. I'm Paul Reeder. We'll be back after this.